Hello everyone, welcome to Samuel Lynn Gallery. I'm here tonight with a going to be famous artist. I say that because you have never seen anything like this before. And this is a sparkle event just days before DIFFA, happening on Saturday night. Everyone is absolutely thrilled that we're going to have another DIFFA night. We're even more thrilled that I have discovered this artist and that Samuel Lynn Galleries, as a wonderful partner with DIFFA, has offered their space as a launch of this piece. Now, you're seeing this after we've already taken the veil off and shown it to everybody. But what I'd like to do is introduce you to the artist. So, coming around the corner is Oliver Parr. Welcome.
David, how you doing?
Doing great. So you and I have been chatting quite a bit over the past few weeks, getting to know what truly your past, what your vision is, and quite frankly, it's more about an experience of your art. And that's why I'm so thrilled about what you're bringing to DIFFA. You're having offered to donate this piece as a wonderful coup with DIFFA. Everybody is going to go crazy for this.
Yeah, I'm excited too, especially because of the fact that you mentioned it feels like we've known each other for years now with the amount that we've discussed over the course of the past couple of weeks. But I'm really excited to be donating this piece to DIFFA. This will be my first time going to the event, and it's once in a lifetime opportunity.
This frame is incredible. It looks like it is tiled in ivory and gold. It is incredible, truly. I don't know how you did it, but I'm so glad you did.
Well, and one of the nice parts too is with the people that we're working with getting the pieces, we have colors that Lego doesn't even use.
Isn't that the best?
And so that's one of the reasons why you have all of these different greens, because rather than just doing the normal green, we were able to take it and actually make it look more natural. Make it look more
organic, yes. And that is a real strong drive for interior design and also for people who are buying art is organic modern. They want something that isn't too fussy in many ways, and they want it also to harken back to their past.
Just going back to the colors, one of the things that I want people to realize is the fact that really it is completely up to them. Right. Because the people that we work with getting these pieces, we can make any color. And going back to what you were saying about how there's this piece, but then there's also the ones that we're designing to let other people build, that it's very similar to the same as like you can either get a paint by numbers,
right,
or you can get a custom piece by an actual artist, because we're going to be designing pieces just like this that are a little bit more simple, but have the instructions to where anybody can build it. Yeah,
you're giving the client the ability to say yes to you. The buyer has the ability to give you what they need and then let you use your influence in the piece. And I want to mention something to you that comes from, I hope that the audience hearing this will understand this. I think they will. And that is that in the art world, there are prints and then types of prints, and then there are originals. Even with a print piece versus an original, like what we have here at Samuel Lynn, you can get pieces that are commissions, but it's very difficult to get a commission that is like this.
Yeah.
Because this piece has so many intricate parts, and only you can be the one who creates it.
And that's the cool part about it, because once I design it, that's the original. And that's right. The other unique part about the way that I'm going about building these is I'm going to have the original, which is this piece right here. But then once I have the original, what I do is I deconstruct it. I start taking it apart, I figure out what pieces I used, and then what I do is I really just simplify it to make it to where now it's something that is very easy to make. And it's not, I'm not saying easy to make, like it's still going to take time.
There's nothing about this that's easy.
There's nothing about this that's easy.
No.
But that being said, the joy that I get from even just Lego, right? Buying a Lego model and then from there constructing it putting it together and then showing people. That's
Right.
the part
You love the share of joy.
you get the joy from building it yourself.
Sure.
The self joy, but then you also get the joy because stuff like this, like when you walk into somebody's home and you see something like this on the wall. Before I started doing art pieces, people were doing this with like my Disney castle and my Guardians of the Galaxy spaceships.
Right.
They were just like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. And then to be able to say, I built that. It's that moment where, yes, I'm the one that's designing the piece for them to be able to build, but they truly are at the same time the artist for that original piece.
You truly have curated it for them to create it. But we cannot ignore the fact that having one made for them by you is the crown jewel.
Well, that's also because
that's the crown jewel. For those who don't want to spend time, they truly just want something absolutely amazing.
Well, and also the ones that most people are building are like half this size, not even half this size. If somebody wants a piece that's 6 foot by 8 foot so that they can put in their living room or in their entryway, I'm assuming that those pieces they would much rather me build than them build.
Oh, yes.
But also at the same time, they're going to want me to build that because the amount of, when I have that much room on a canvas to be able to play with, the things that I can do, like I mentioned, 3,000 different bricks and all of the different colors, from that point in time, it really is just a conversation with them.
And it is so funny. Here we are talking about bricks. That's a leaf. But in his mind, it's a brick. It's almost impossible for me to look at this and see them as blocks. But because we're so used to Legos being blocks.
Yes.
But this is anything but a block.
Well, and that's the other interesting part too, because there are real bricks within it, but
they're underneath.
They're underneath.
Sure.
But also all of the pieces that, yes, the outside, you're correct, the outside looks like leaves, it looks like flowers, but that's because I've designed the bricks on the inside to make it to where the perception of the person looking at it sees flowers and doesn't see bricks.
The substrate, as we call it, is bricks. That way you have something to attach all these beautiful things to.
Yes. One of the other things that I really am happy about too is the fact that this is the first custom piece that is not only being displayed, but it's also being donated to DIFFA, which through the introduction from you, from the introduction from Dawn.
And that would be Don Geyser.
Yes. Over the past couple of weeks, just really getting into the frame and the mindset, like, yes, I was getting it ready to be donated and auctioned off, but as I continued to build it, I realized that I am so happy that the money is going to DIFFA, but whoever ends up buying it, I hope that they know that give it 3 to 4 years, I will be purchasing back this piece at whatever price they need me to purchase it.
Somehow. You can negotiate that with them.
we may have to get them a piece like 4 to 5 times. I'll make them whatever they want. My parents would buy me Legos every single time they would have dinner parties.
Oh,
they would send me down into the basement.
You mentioned this to me.
And
great story.
And the funny part is they thought it would last me the entire night. I'd usually come up after 1 to 2 hours and tell my mom and dad I was done. And then all of their friends would come downstairs and they would just be oohing and awing and just being like, wait, your 5-year-old built this in the time that we've been here. And now I am throwing a cocktail party and people are still looking at my brick builds.
I have so many people, I cannot wait to have them see it because I can't imagine any of my clients not wanting one of these because it's so incredible.
One of the other things that I'm also excited about is because for me, like I am the engineer. And so I'm able to curate what I have in mind. But one of the other things that I'm really excited about is to hear what other people have in mind. When other people come to me with ideas, right off the bat, I may not know exactly how I'm going to put it together. But again, with 3,000 different types of pieces, putting them together, it really is just time in figuring out exactly how it's going to be made, but that's going to continue to broaden my scope
Of course.
on what I'm looking to build and what I can do for other people. So,
And that's what you're going to hear about in the coming weeks. Thanks for joining us. Thank you, Oliver.
absolutely. Thank you so much, David.
My pleasure.